Margaret Qualley has quickly become one of the most magnetic performers working today, and her latest turn in Ethan Coen's darkly comic mystery Honey Don't only strengthens her reputation. Sharing the screen with Aubrey Plaza and Chris Evans, she commands the film with a blend of sharp wit and understated intensity. But long before she was headlining projects from acclaimed directors, Qualley was already making her mark in a remarkable FX miniseries that showcased both her acting skills and her background as a trained dancer. That project was Fosse Verdon, a sweeping biographical drama about legendary choreographer and filmmaker Bob Fosse and his muse-turned-wife, Gwen Verdon. Starring Sam Rockwell as Fosse and Michelle Williams as Verdon, the series explored the artistic brilliance and personal turmoil of the two icons who shaped the future of Broadway and Hollywood musicals. Executive produced by Lin-Manuel Miranda and Nicole Fosse, the daughter of the famed duo, the miniseries drew critical acclaim, multiple Emmy nominations, and widespread attention for its unflinching look at the sacrifices demanded by artistic perfection. Amid powerhouse performances from Rockwell and Williams, it was Qualley who stood out as an ranking, the celebrated dancer who became one of Fosse's most important collaborators, and one of the defining figures of 1970s and 1980s Broadway. With her natural grace, expressive physicality, and emotional depth, Qualley captured both Ranking's artistry and her vulnerability. Her very first appearance in the rehearsal studio, clad in a black leotard and executing Fosse's famously challenging choreography, set the tone for her presence throughout the series. With little more than a glance or a shift of posture, she brought the audience's attention firmly to herself, embodying the essence of Ranking's influence. Beyond the dazzling dance sequences, Qualley's work resonated in quieter, more intimate moments. Her chemistry with Rockwell created some of the show's most affecting scenes. Whether she was conveying the heartbreak of loving a man she could never fully have or summoning the strength to confront his infidelities. In one particularly memorable sequence, Ranking visits Fosse in the hospital after his heart attack. While Rockwell's performance revealed the director's raw fragility, it was Qualley's empathetic presence, her face etched with pain and compassion, that gave the moment its emotional power. As the series progressed, Qualley delivered one of her most explosive performances in the finale, when Ranking auditioned for a role based on her own turbulent relationship with Fosse. The vulnerability and anger she unleashed in that scene showed not only the cost of being tied to a perfectionist genius but also the depth of her own talent as a performer. For audiences, it was clear that Qualley had transformed from a promising newcomer into a force who could hold her own alongside Oscar-winning stars. Though Fosse Verdon was primarily celebrated for Williams' Emmy-winning turn as Verdon, it was Qualley's portrayal of Ranking that gave the series much of its emotional resonance. She brought a nuanced humanity to a woman often remembered only as a dancer in Fosse's shadow, reminding viewers of her artistic brilliance and personal sacrifices. In retrospect, the role feels like a turning point for Qualley, the moment she proved she was capable of balancing raw vulnerability with striking physical artistry. Now that she is leading films like Honey Don't and collaborating with some of the most exciting filmmakers of her generation, it is worth remembering where audiences first saw just how extraordinary she could be. Her work in Fosse Verdon was not just a showcase of her dance background, but also an early glimpse of the emotional power that has since made her one of the most compelling actresses of her time.